The gospel reminds us today that it's not about how much we give, but about how much love we have when we do this. Why would someone offer these 2 small coins if this is her whole livelihood? Because she loves Almighty God. She wanted to offer it to Him. We look in our lives and we say, I look what the Lord asks of me, and He asks of all of us. He doesn't ask much, He asks everything, right? But it's so easy to say, okay, I've given this much. I need to hold on to this much for myself. And I'm thinking specifically less about money and more about energy, right? That so often my time, I think, is my own, and so I'll give this, and I'll give this, and I'll give this, but I want to make sure I have this time for my own, to do my own thing, to do my own reading, or my own recreation, or whatever. And the Lord is saying, do you not trust me? If you give everything, if you waste your life for me, I will never be outdone in generosity. And I've seen this so many times, and yet I still don't trust. I still don't trust. I still hold back. Instead of giving to God with open hands, I give at sometimes very grudgingly. The Lord invites us to look and say, what am I holding on to? What do I keep from the Lord? Saying, I want everything. I think it was C.S. Lewis that said something along the lines of, when somebody asked him about if any of his books would be in heaven, and he said, only the ones that I've given away. None of the ones I've held on to. That what we hold on to becomes miserly. But when we give away, we find such peace. I remember one of my friends very often is asked to give things away, and so people ask her for things, or they see something and says, ooh, that's beautiful, and she feels God's calling her to give them away. So I remember one time, I think I'd been to the Holy Land or something, and I got a statue or a rosary or something. I forget exactly what it was that I got for her. And so when I gave it to her, I says, here, this is for you to hold on to until somebody else asks this from you. And I think she had it less than a week before someone else asked it of her. And she's like, okay, you know me so well, Father Juan. And I'm saying, well, you're so generous with this. What God is calling us to, not to cling to the things of this world, but to cling to Him. And even when it means our things, our money, our time, our energy, He's saying, whatever you give me, I will pay it back 100-fold. May we have the courage and the wisdom to be able to see how God is faithful and how we are called to give freely so that He can give to us freely.